Hi, today we're making croissants.
It's a 3-day process. Don't get intimidated. Just follow the steps. This is day 1. We're going to make a dough first.
We're going to put milk into the mixer, some yeast, some sugar, and some flour.
I'm going to attach the dough hook and lift the mixer bowl up and turn the mixer on and add some salt. It will become a dough.
The dough starts to form fairly quickly, and once you see that, you can turn the mixer off.
Using a dough scraper, take the dough off the hook and dough off the bowl and put it in the prepared baking sheet. I used a square baking sheet to make my life easier. Tomorrow I need to shape the square shape, so this will help me a little bit. Alright, cover it so it will not be dried up, and then let it rest in the refrigerator for overnight. Alright, I want to make a butter square disc on day 1 as well. Slightly softened butter, put it on the parchment paper. As you can see, I already folded it beforehand so I can see the size of the butter disc I want to make. And fold the paper back up and using the rolling pin and just gently roll it out to the size I already folded the parchment paper.
Fun fact, croissants were originally called Kipfels and originated in Austria in 1683. It was created in honor of the Austrian victory over the Turks. It is believed that the crescent shape is after the Turkish flag.
Moving on to day 2. Take out the chilled dough from the refrigerator. Put it on a flour surface counter. The dough was a semi-square shaped already, so all I needed was make a little bit bigger, just enough to cover the square shaped disc butter. I'm just making sure that that's big enough to cover the butter disc.
We're going to put our chilled piece of disc butter diagonally onto our dough and dust off any excess flour. Then lay on our other pieces of dough and making sure that no piece of butter is sticking out and covered completely by the dough. As you can see, it's a little hard to roll out because the butter is refrigerated overnight. But we are going to try our best to roll it out into a long rectangle evenly without any clumps.
Try to make it all same thickness from one end to the other end. And then fold the dough in 2/3 and then fold the other end to make a smaller rectangle shape and cover it with the saran wrap and put it in the refrigerator to rest for about 30 minutes.
Then we're going to take the dough out of the refrigerator after being chilled. We are going to flour it so that it doesn't stick to the rolling pin, and then roll it out the opposite direction than we first rolled it out. Then we also want this to be long and the same thickness all throughout, and fold it 2/3
and remove all the excess flours off the dough. Fold it in 2/3 and fold the other 2/3 on top to make a smaller rectangle shape.
Then we're going to repeat this process 2 more times. Croissants are a very flaky and airy dough. By doing this process, you will get these flaky, airy layers.
The butter will go into each layer. Now, for the last time, you're going to put this dough in the refrigerator for overnight. Day 3.
Today is the day we get to bake the croissants. We're going to roll out our dough. We're going to flour our dough on both sides so that the rolling pin does not stick to the dough, or neither does the baking mat. Then we're going to roll it out so that it is a long rectangle and it is evenly thick.
And trim the edge with the pizza cutter to make a straight edge.
Then we cut triangles.
I see all the layer of butters that I created from the side. I'm going to make a little slit on the bottom of the triangle. Roll up the dough, not too tight but not too loose.
Then we're going to bend it to create a slight crescent shape. Repeat this process for the rest of the dough. Then let it rest for its final proof. Then we're going to lightly brush on some egg wash. Be sure not to poke any holes.
Brush it gently. Put them in the oven. When it come out,
they should be golden brown. The egg wash has helped this.
They're golden brown, flaky, and worth all the 3 days of work.
They are nice and buttery and soft and delicious. They are best served right out of the oven.
And they are perfect for a weekend brunch or breakfast. Enjoy!